The Boston Bruins bounce back and win 4-0 over the Columbus Blue Jackets tonight. Jeremy Swayman gets the shutout. Fabian Lysell plays in his first NHL game. The Bruins play a complete hockey game, and Mark Kastelic punches someone in the face. As always, I'm going to cover the highs and the lows of the Boston Bruins 4-0 win over the Columbus Blue Jackets. So buckle up, Bruins fans. I'm here to give you the latest info on your beloved Boston Bruins. If you've been liking my Bruins content, please leave me a like and subscribe. If you've already done so, thank you, and let's get into it. The first period was all about the debut of Fabian Lysell. Lysell had been playing great hockey down in Providence and was rewarded with a call-up for tonight's game. He was put on a line with Justin Brazeau and Trent Frederic. Sacco before the game said he would be sitting Beecher and Wahlstrom.
He's going to make his debut tonight. He's going to be in the lineup tonight. He's played well in Providence. Talking to, obviously, the people, the coaching staff down there and our management, they feel like he deserves an opportunity, so he'll be in the lineup tonight. He'll play with Frederic and Brazeau. He'll play on the right side tonight. It's exciting. It's obviously, anytime you get your first game in this league, it's always a special day, and it's a memorable day.
I get sitting Wahlstrom, who hasn't been effective yet in his Bruins jersey and has been far too tentative with the puck. Beecher has arguably been one of their best players at the dot and one of their best penalty killers. I'm not sure what it is, but at the start of the season, the fourth line was the best line, and then the coaching staff started to tinker with it. And they haven't been the same since. McLaughlin slots in for Beecher, and away we go. McLaughlin, playing in his 10th game this year, means if the Bruins decide to send him down to Providence again this season, he'll have to clear waivers. McLaughlin does have 2 goals, though, in his last 3 games coming in tonight's matchup. I know the Bruins need offense, but having the puck after a faceoff and penalty killing is important too. I feel Beecher plays the right way, and this sends the wrong message. I would like to hear from you, though, and your comments about Beecher taking a seat. Bruins needed to have a good start after being embarrassed, as Coyle said to reporters last night after the 6-2 loss.
No, we weren't winning any battles. They were quicker to the puck. They outbattled us. You can't win many games when you're being outworked like that. It's embarrassing.
The good news is the team came to play in front of the home crowd and had some jump in their step. Sacco started the fourth line, and they provided some energy right away with a strong forecheck and letting Columbus know that they're there. Swayman, who got the start, had to make some saves early and almost let one in, but luckily Columbus missed the net and he settled down. Swayman was square to the puck in his first and was freezing it to slow down the play when Columbus was pressing. In Fabian Lysell's first NHL shift, he carries the puck into the Columbus zone and battles into the corner, pushing the puck out to Brazeau, who moves it to Carlo, who passes to Lowry, and the puck is put on the net, and Brazeau pops in the rebound, and it's 1-0 very early on in the game. Lysell was originally given the assist, but unfortunately, he didn't get one there, so they had to claw it back. That was Lowry's 15th assist of the season, which has him 3rd on the Bruins and tied for 25th amongst NHL defensemen. The Bruins needed that one, and it was a strong hustle from Lysell. I will say Lysell had a strong first period, besides the one zone entry where he decides to carry it in on his own, and instead of passing it off, he coughed up the puck. Lysell had 5 goals and 12 assists in 26 games down in Providence this season before the call-up. Sacco even had him playing the bumper for the power play, and had some nice puck movement there as well. He looked a lot better than he did during the preseason in the first period, and you could tell he wanted to get into the play. Not too long after, Mark Kastelic drops the mitts, and we have a battle of some heavyweights, and now Kastelic leads the league in penalty minutes and takes over Zadorov's spot. Near the end of the first period, Marchand takes a high hit to the head from Marchenko on Columbus, and no call by the officials. Marchand stayed in the game, but I'm sure the officials will see that one in between periods and might have to give a make-up call and keep that one in their back pocket for later if Marchenko does anything. The second period, which is usually one of the worst periods for the Bruins, was anything but that tonight. The Bruins came out strong on Columbus and clogged up the neutral zone and didn't provide them any space to move. It was nice to see as their forecheck was causing Columbus to turn over the puck, which created chances for the Bruins. 6:29 into the second period, the second line is forechecking, causing Columbus to scramble with the puck in their own zone. And they decide to dump the puck up the middle. but Morgan Geekie is right there to intercept the pass and rips one past Tarasov to make it 2-0. Morgan Geekie has 2 goals and 1 assist in his last 5 games and has developed some chemistry with Pastrnak and Zach on the first line. I can't even believe I'm saying it. On the next shift, Geekie sends Pastrnak on a breakaway and he gets his 13th of the year and it makes it 3-0 Boston. Pastrnak made a really nice move on this goal. The Garden is rocking and now Columbus is on their heels. Only minutes later, Kastelic takes a high-sticking double minor and Columbus gets a 4-minute power play. The Bruins penalty killing shines, and the Columbus is held to 1 shot on goal during the power play. Elias Lindholm put on a clinic during this PK and was a force to be reckoned with. Because of the long penalty kill, Fabian Lysell didn't get a lot of ice time in the second, and when he did, he had a giveaway in his own zone, which I'm sure they will correct with him during the intermission. It's his first NHL game, but he does look like he belongs so far. Before the end of the period, David Pastrnak gets another breakaway and beats Tarasov, but hits the post. He was playing like a man on a mission tonight. Pastrnak is forechecking and passing with purpose. He's taking the shots when he has the opportunity and creating chances for players around him on his team. The third period is another strong period from the Bruins, but this time Jeremy Swayman does have to bail his team out a couple times and make some big saves to keep the momentum in the Bruins' favor and not let Columbus back in the game. We see a lot of back and forth from both teams, but it's Boston who gets to extend the lead because of a Columbus giveaway at the blue line, which sends Boston going the other way. Koepke gets the puck and rips a laser past Tarasov to make it 4-0 Boston. Not long after that, McAvoy takes a clean hit from Olivier, and unfortunately, his face hits the glass after that hit, and he's forced to leave the ice. Zadorov sticks up for his teammate and drops the mitts, but it wasn't much of a fight. It was a clean hit, so I wasn't a fan of the fight because I wish these types of fights didn't need to happen. I understand fights for dirty hits, but clean hits makes no sense to me. Let me know in the comments what you think of fights after clean hits. The good news is McAvoy comes back on the ice for his next shift, and all is right with the world. McAvoy didn't have a good game last night, but was playing well this game. I wanted to mention, even though he didn't get on the score sheet, Elias Lindholm had a great game off the puck and at the dot. Lindholm was by far the Bruins' best forechecker and best player on the PK all game. What was nice to see was Brazeau and Lysell seemed to develop instant chemistry. I was hesitant at first of them being on the same line because I didn't think Brazeau could keep up to Lysell's speed. Brazeau was able to be the net front presence and tough on the forecheck because Lysell was creating space and using his speed to separate. I hope Lysell gets another look and we can see if Brazeau and him can replicate it. I didn't think Frederic added much to the line, so maybe in the future we could see Patra, who's been tearing it up in Providence. I hate to say it, but I truly don't think Frederic's days with the Boston Bruins, I think they're numbered. Jeremy Swayman ends the night on a well-deserved shutout and was strong when he needed to be all night long. It was Swayman's second shutout of the year, but he's been playing a lot better the past couple games. This was a complete game effort from the Boston Bruins and a bounce-back game. The Bruins outshot, out-hit, and outplayed and had a very sound hockey game tonight, which was great to see. Their next game will be New Year's Eve, and it's a matinee against the Washington Capitals, who have Ovechkin back in the lineup, so it should be entertaining. That's a wrap on today's video. To stay up to date on all the news surrounding the Boston Bruins, please subscribe and drop me a like. If news breaks surrounding the Boston Bruins, be sure to check out the channel. If you've already subscribed to the channel, thank you, and I'll see you next time.